Good evening and welcome to Hopewell Valley Central High School's commencement exercises for the class of 2025. My name is Dr. Steve Quinn, and I've had the distinct honor and privilege of serving as Vice Principal for this exceptional graduating class for the last 3 years. This evening, we are proud to welcome our dedicated faculty and staff, our families, our friends who have traveled from near and far, our distinguished guest speakers, and most importantly, the HVCHS class of 2025. A heartfelt thank you to the Hopewell Valley Central Band, under the direction of Mr. Andre Harding, for their role in leading our graduates into tonight. At this time, I invite you to join our HVCHS choir as they lead us in the singing of the national anthem. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Senior Class President Ainsley Malden and Vice President Samira Sachdeva to share their welcome and to provide a few details about tonight's ceremony.
Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2025. We are excited to be here with you tonight to celebrate the culmination of 13 hard-earned years. Seniors, as we are gathered here tonight and able to reflect back on our time together, we would like to congratulate you on all your hard work and effort. It has been incredibly special getting to learn alongside some of the most talented, hardworking, and genuine people.
Tonight not only marks the end of one chapter, but the beginning of a new one. From here on out, your life is truly what you make of it.
Don't be afraid to try new things, get lost, and make mistakes, because if not now, then when? You have the whole rest of your life to settle down. So now is the time to travel anywhere and everywhere to not only discover things about the world, but also yourself and the kind of person you want to become.
Enjoy the journey, because it's all part of your story and there's no rush to finish writing it. To quote the one and only Natasha Bedingfield, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten.
So stay ambitious, true to yourself, and never forget where you came from. As you leave here today, remember to relish in the good, fight through the bad, and know that you have others cheering you on every step of the way. Before we begin this evening, I would like to alert everyone in attendance that there are 3 exits from the gym in case of emergency. One immediately to my right, the far left, and immediately to my left. If the fire alarm goes off, the fire marshal has indicated we stay in place, so please stay in your seats.
At the end of the ceremony, our graduates will be recessing from the field and returning to the building to pick up their diplomas. Please feel free to join us at one of the photo locations in the front of the building afterwards. Thank you for coming to celebrate the commencement ceremony of the HVCHS class of 2025.
Thank you, ladies. This year's student address will now be delivered by HVCHS senior Colleen Marco.
Good evening, Dr. Treese, Board of Education, Principal Riley, family, friends, and the class of 2025. Well, here we are. It's hard to believe we're here, our last day as high school students and our final moments together as a class. After 4 years of fire drills, spirit weeks, AP exams, late night study sessions, unexpected tests, awkward group projects, football games, concerts, and way too much caffeine, we've made it to graduation. And now comes the question, the one that, the one that lurks around every corner of senior year, thrown around by relatives at holiday dinners, asked by colleges, whispered by guidance counselors, and even printed on those future plans posters in the hallways. Where do you see yourself for the next few years? It's a simple question, really, until you try to answer it. Some have known their path since they were little. Others have changed their minds more times than they can count. And then there are people like me, holding a dream in one hand and uncertainty in the other, finally starting to find something we love while still knowing that life doesn't always follow a perfect flight plan. For me, that something is aviation. Next year, I'll be studying to become a pilot. There's something about flying that gives me a sense of purpose, a mix of freedom, challenge, and peace that I've never felt anywhere else. But dreams aren't always a straight line. The weather might change, the route might shift, and the destination could end up being somewhere entirely different than we planned. What matters is having the courage to keep flying, 1 mile, one decision, one day at a time. And let's be real, courage isn't the absence of fear. Sometimes the best things in life are the scariest. That's something I've learned firsthand. Takeoff is never easy, but you do it scared, because nerves, they're just excitement in disguise. And if your dream doesn't make your hand shake a little, it might not be big enough. And whether your future includes a college campus, a trade school, the military, a full-time job, or something you haven't figured out yet, that's okay. Everybody's flight path is valid. There is no one-size-fits-all version of success. What matters isn't having the perfect 5-year plan, it's having the willingness to keep moving forward even when the path isn't clear. We know this firsthand. Our high school journey didn't go exactly as planned. Just as we were gaining altitude in middle school, turbulence hit. COVID threw us off our expected flight path. Suddenly, we were navigating through virtual classrooms, cut off from our peers, and trying to stay airborne in a world that seemed to change overnight. But we kept finding new routes, on Zoom screens and eventually back in classrooms. We relearned how to connect, how to lead, and how to be resilient. That experience taught us how to change our trajectory when needed, how to stay connected through the rough patches, and how to keep climbing even when the path ahead was not clear. We've learned a lot in these years, not just algebra or how to write an essay, but how to work through failure, how to be leaders, teammates, and friends. As much as we've grown, there's still more to learn. Education continues beyond this runway. It lives in unexpected layovers, challenging climbs, and yes, occasional crash landings. That's not something to fear. That's something to embrace. Growth happens in the turbulence. So no, I can't tell you exactly where we'll be in 5 years. None of us can. What I do know is the kind of pilot I hope to be. I need to be the kind of pilot who keeps the engine steady even when the skies are turbulent. In my chosen path, there's no room for hesitation. But I also need to be someone who clears the runway for others, especially for women in fields where they're often outnumbered. And I need to be the kind of pilot who inspires others to soar, no matter how bumpy the ride gets. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "With a new day comes new strength and new thoughts." And while I've always loved that quote, I'd like to add to it, with a new day comes new strength and new hope. Hope is powerful. It's what fuels us when plans go sideways. It's what gets us through those late night breakdowns before big tests or big games. Hope is what tells us, hey, maybe tomorrow's the day things fall into place. So I challenge all of us to lean into that hope. Be open to the unexpected. Take the wrong train and get stuck somewhere beautiful. Fall in love with a person, with an idea, with yourself. Major in something that makes no sense to anyone else, but brings you joy. Make mistakes, change your mind, and then change it again. But whatever you do it with heart. Because one day when they ask us again, where do you see yourself? We'll know. Not because we mapped it all out, but because we lived it, fully. The world isn't waiting for perfect people. It's waiting for people who are willing to keep learning, keep leading, and keep showing up. Congratulations, class of 2025. It's time for takeoff. The sky isn't the limit, it's just the beginning. Thank you.
Congratulations, class of 2025. HVCHS seniors Caroline Flannery and Dylan McIntosh, please come to the stage. Caroline and Dylan will be performing this year's senior song. Fantastic job. We will now hear from the president of the Hopewell Valley School District Board of Education, Ms. Anita Williams-Galliano, who will be offering her congratulations to our graduates.
Good evening. This is where you say good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Wonderful. Thank you for participating in this part of the amazing evening. And I just have to say, what a way to remember your graduation. It's kind of a metaphor, really, but we'll get to that in a minute. But first, I want to congratulate, on behalf of the Hopewell Valley School Board of Education, just a humble and a loud congratulations for an amazing 4 years. We are so proud of you, and I know the entire board, if they could, would stand up here with me with congrats. So just a round of applause for So I know that you're going to hear a lot of things said today, and I really hope, every year I hope to leave each graduating class with just a few words to hold on to. And these are the words that you hold on to when things just don't go the way you planned. Hence the metaphor for today. The rain has come, and yet we know sun will follow. But today, in this moment, we are gathered in celebration of achievement, of your growth, and of the promise for what's ahead. To our graduating seniors, you've crossed a finish line, and at the same time, you are at a new starting line. While this might feel daunting, it is a new horizon for things to come and new possibilities. And what I know for certain is the Hopewell Valley school years that you have spent here have instilled in you perseverance and preparedness for uncertainty and found light in dark moments. We have helped you keep dreams alive even when the world felt heavy. You made it through years of COVID. You made it through struggles academically, in your athletic prowess, in all the things that you imagined for your life. You have persevered, and this is no small thing. It is also not lost on me that today is Juneteenth, a day that marks freedom that has been hard won. It reminds us that progress is not always easy or fast, but it is possible. That spirit, the courage of hope, the strength to endure, and the will to keep going, it lives in every single one of you. In a time that may feel uncertain, your generation offers us, grown-ups, something powerful, and that is clarity, creativity, and conviction. Your gift to the world will be your evolution. The way you grow, the way you adapt, speak out, lift up others up, and lead with heart. That is your legacy, and I believe in it. Congratulations, class of 2025. Keep fighting for your dreams. We are so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Williams-Galliano. I would like to invite Ms. Patricia Riley, principal of HVCHS, to come forward to certify the class of 2025.
Good evening, Dr. Treese, members of the Board of Education, staff, honored guests, and the class of 2025. It is truly an honor to welcome you to the 2025 commencement ceremony here at Hopewell Valley Central High School. Before I begin, I need to express some gratitude. Today was a challenge in some ways. And I am so thankful for the hardworking and detail-oriented main office staff, the flexible tech theater and video production teams, an amazing group of administrators, supportive bosses from central office, a spectacular police force and Office of Emergency Management. And I am so thankful for our outstanding custodial and facilities workers. These men and women spent countless hours outside in oppressive heat setting up for tonight and then transitioning to an indoor ceremony. They are amazing, and I'm incredibly appreciative. Over the past 4 years, the class of 2025 has taught me a lot. As I was reflecting on the lessons I learned from them, I realized that one of the most important lessons was to expect the unexpected. At times, the unexpected came in the form of success, with unprecedented numbers of school and state records, or a Conqueror of the Hill championship, or academic achievements at the state, national, and even international level. Sometimes the unexpected with the class of 2025 took a different turn and became a first in my time as principal. Like when I had to confiscate handcuffs at a game. It happened right over there. Or when I discovered a couple of you trying to work on homemade tattoos in the bathroom. Definitely unexpected. Today was a culmination of those unexpected experiences as my ulcers grew bigger and we transitioned from outside to inside to outside to inside. And yet, the class of 2025 has continued to surprise me. Instead of being upset because things weren't as they might have expected, they chose to embrace it and embrace me with positivity, joy, and support. Clearly, the class of 2025 has experience with the unexpected. As you move forward in life, you're going to be faced with even more of the unexpected. And as long as you face those experiences with the same genuine positivity, joy, and support that you showed today, you are going to be just fine. In closing, I'd like to leave you with a couple of things that I want you to expect and that I want you to believe. I want you to believe that you are loved. I want you to believe that you will be missed. And I want you to believe that you will always have a home here at HVCHS. Dr. Treese, members of the Board of Education, it is my distinct privilege and pleasure to present to you the Hopewell Valley class of 2025 for the conferring of their diplomas. As principal of the high school, and with the faculty to bear witness, I am verifying that the candidates before you have fulfilled their graduation requirements established by the Hopewell Valley Regional School District and the state of New Jersey. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to find my speech here. So good evening. I had a lot of thank yous. I'm going to cut to the chase because I know it's been a long day. And I thank you all for your patience, the families for their flexibility, and our graduates for all of the in and out practice. Everyone give our administrative team here at the high school a round of applause. They have been sweating all day. And they really handled themselves well in trying times. So graduates, I'm incredibly proud of your strength and tenacity as a class. As a result of your hard work, you're entering in some of the finest colleges and universities in the world. You will follow your passion into technology fields, start businesses, and join the workforce. Some of you already have side hustles and making some money, I know. You have proven that you know how to give back. You've proven that you know how to get up when you fall down. I am grateful that our graduates have joined the Air Force and our armed forces and have become first responders. As a Gold Star mother, I know the sacrifice that you and your family are making to protect our freedoms and to keep us safe. We thank you for your service. So as Board President Williams-Galliano stated, today is Commencement Day and Juneteenth. So I'd be remiss if I didn't say a few words about this very important national observance. Juneteenth is a powerful reminder of freedom and resilience. This day commiserates when enslaved Africans in Galveston, Texas, learned almost 2.5 years after the proclamation, after they were emancipated, that they were actually free. And it erupted into a huge party that Texans have celebrated ever since. Now, as a young lady who descends from enslaved Africans from the Florida, Mississippi Delta area, it's not something that I celebrated as a child. What we did know as children, when I set up my great-grandmother and I got to know my great-great-grandmother, who was born into slavery and who found her freedom later just to enter into sharecropping as a child, and who grew up most of her life in sharecropping, as did my great-grandmother. And what they told us about that experience in their past was that we weren't allowed to say we were tired or bored or to slouch. So when you see me strutting around the hallways very proud, that's because I had 2 grandmothers chasing me with the Bible, smacking me in the head, saying, "Stand up straight, girl." I wasn't allowed to walk around with my eyes cast down. I wasn't allowed to complain or cry if someone said something to me, even if it was a racial slur, or if I faced challenges because of who I was. I was told that I came from a powerful legacy, that many people that I descended from had survived the unimaginable. So what could I do with this privilege that I now have to choose my path in life? While they acknowledged it would be harder for me in many ways, it was never an excuse for us not to do our very best, and ultimately to succeed. So I was fortunate enough to know those women who lived through slavery, Great Depressions, wars, sharecropping, the Jim Crow South, segregation, and my mother and father who lived in the remnants of that as they worked the orange groves as children and lived in segregated towns until 1969. Their schools were not desegregated. Indeed, I descended from strong people. And as I stand here today, only the second woman to hold the position of superintendent in this district, in the history of this district. I'm an educator, the one thing that my great-grandmother always wanted to be and could not, because she had to drop out of school at 14 to work the fields. I know that I'm living up to what she said. What we also were not allowed to do was say that we weren't going to vote. So when I talked to many of you and I said, "How many of you are registered to vote?" I saw some hands up, but not as many as I would have liked to have seen. So I'm going to say this. Why is Juneteenth important for us to know? Well, this is why. Everyone in this room is descended from greatness. You are descended from people that were First Nations people that held this land and helped those first pilgrims. You are descended from those first pilgrims that came here seeking religious freedom and wealth and prosperity that this wild land promised, and who survived that. You are descended from people that came here looking for a better way of life and the promise of the American dream. Descended from undocumented children, not undocumented, unattended children who came by themselves on ships into Ellis Island at 14 and 12 and 16 in Sturridge, and who sat by themselves not knowing who would take care of them in this new land, not even speaking the language, who was assigned a name. You're descended from women who fought for your right to vote. That didn't happen until 1920. You are descended from those first Irish folks that came here as indentured servants. Every group of people that came here had to fight for that expectation of the American dream. And this is indeed the longest surviving democracy in the world. It is fragile. This is a fragile thing that we hold dear. So what does Juneteenth mean to all of us? Is that we have to fight every day to hold that democracy. And how do we do that? We vote. I don't care who you vote for. I promise you, people in my family, did not agree on who they voted for, right? We canceled some family members around that. I didn't, because I don't care who you vote for. It doesn't matter who you vote for. It matters that you vote, and it matters that your voices are heard. You make your voices heard. So as we move forward, I know, I have faith that you're not just going to register to vote if you haven't, that you're going to exercise the greatest right that we have in this country, and that in the very next election, whether you're doing it by mail or in person, you will cast your vote because you deserve to be heard. So now, as your superintendent, I say those all-important words, Ms. Riley, members of the Board of Education, by the authority vested in me as a representative of the Hopewell Valley Regional School District and duly certified by the state of New Jersey, I certify that individuals before you have completed the graduation requirements prescribed by the Department of Education. I now confirm you as graduates of Hopewell Valley High School. I am returning the program to Ms. Riley to confer the diplomas. Congratulations, good luck, and be safe.
Claire Olivia Dumont.
Alexis Mikulina Boguslawski.
Joseph Beck Salvatore.
Ethan Daniel Rich.
Dylan Thomas Yasher.
Sophia Babu.
Maria Trujillo Mesa.
Reese Tessa Riley.
Erin Christine Lee.
Arissa Ademi.
Anusha Agarwal.
Tyler Jaden Ananian.
Ava Grace Angelini.
Joshua Amwenga Ngwini.
Lucas Charles Ansari.
Leela Cecilia Antal.
William Antoon.
John William Ferguson.
Kai Paul Adam Armendinger.
Reedy Jean Armendinger.
Agat Aline Vivian Arnaud.
Benjamin Onyi Olt.
Gianna Victoria Azera.
Jonathan J. Bazik.
Ruben Lewis Bangerter.
Charlotte Victoria Barnes.
Matthew Oliver Barzilai.
Connor Christian Bacha.
Alexander L. Perez.
Nathaniel Benjamin Berman.
Jackson Thomason Carlton Blackwell.
Josephine Lovett Blankstein.
Isis Kai Bonacci.
Jose E. Boriguero.
Paige Cricket Bovenizer.
William Jet Brannick.
Lillian Claire Brennan.
Quinn J. Brennan.
Charlie Spencer Brooks.
Sydney Alexis Brown.
Fiona Grace Burke.
Emily Ann Butterfoss.
Luke David Caldwell.
Logan Everett Camilleri.
Giada Josephine Karakazi.
Mackenzie Rose Carroll.
Morgan Elizabeth Cliver.
McKenna Ann Cliver.
Sierra May Chow.
David Charles Coles.
Zachary Logan Conklin.
Emma Elizabeth Cook.
Tobias Lear.
Kate Elizabeth Coyer.
Eli Cole Croner.
Megan Amelia D'Alessandro.
Florin Cecily Buller Daly.
Sarah Jean Daniels.
Serafina Mary DuPont.
Ethan R. Darst.
Bennett Arthur Decor.
Harry Joseph DiFilippi.
Chloe May DiFilippi.
Mia Rose DiFilippi.
Joseph Thomas Demereski.
Bethia Demise.
Ella Rose DePaulo.
Milan I. Desai.
Kayla Seal DeWolf.
Thomas Edwin DiMucci. Shreya Dinesh.
James Ryland Dixon.
Angelo Henry Dominic.
Lucas Reese Dorsky.
Maxime E. Dubois.
Roman Duconch.
Joseph William Dunbar.
Shrikar V. Ducey.
Blake Ectornaut.
Flynn R. Ellery.
John E. Ellis.
Emily Yiting Fang.
Ethan Fastag Rosenfield.
Catherine Ann Finn.
Megan Rose Flanders.
Caroline Elizabeth Flannery.
Ryan Matthew Foray.
Jack H. Gabe.
Sophia Elise Gatsby.
Amaretto Tony Gentili.
James Ian Owen Gibbings Jr.
Daniel Robert Golian.
Gabriel Jacob Golkoff.
Daniel Gonzalez Jerez.
William Jeffrey Graff.
Nathan William Gross.
Angelo L. Guarino.
Rahini Gubala.
Dylan A. Gerard.
Andrew Halko.
Bryce Ann Hanley.
Cassidy Jane Hartman.
Conrad Noah Hogato.
Matilda Patience Hurl.
Dylan Xavier Hernandez Olivares.
Christopher Jacob Heyman.
Leilani Alexis Hill.
Alejandro Jeffrey Geraldo.
Ella Mae Hawk.
Abigail Rita Hogan.
Violet Camille Holler.
Sarah Ann Horlowski.
Fisher Davis Helfelt Hoskin.
William Huang.
Raina Moore Jablonski.
Justin John Jameson.
Liam Schroeder Jensen.
Mackenzie Catherine Jones.
Zed Cameron.
Danish Kashif.
Aman Kathawala.
Eric Leroy Katzenbach.
Declan John Kavanaugh.
Riley Francis Kerr.
Kyle Evan Kingsland.
Amelia F. Clune.
Hayden J. Kostopoulos.
Mikalina Kubiak.
Lola K. Kumar.
Jason R. Laliwala.
Jack Tyler LaRosse.
Max Adam Larushkevitz.
Julia Lee.
Owen Christopher Langle.
Parker Sam Leonardi.
Gavin Ward Lewis.
Dongshuan Lee.
Chloe Micah Levecki.
Juliana C. Loma.
Olivia Rose Lutfi.
Hannah Lavov.
Tyler Edward Mack.
Maggie Olivia Elspeth McLean.
Dean Andrew Mantuano.
Ben Elijah Marshanti.
Colleen Rose Marco.
Massimo S. Matacoli.
Clara Geraldine Mayer.
Avery Lynn McDonald.
Dylan James McIntosh.
Caitlin E. Means.
Dean Meisner.
Pranjal Metra.
Harper E. Mittling.
Alexander D. Mihailov.
Chase Aaron Miller.
Tomas Maledo.
Callie Rochelle Morgan.
Brendan Munster.
Alexandra Page Mulvihill.
Michael Anthony Machente.
Nolan Lewis Mushente.
Mutvi Yuri McKitten.
Nandon Ajith Nair.
Andrew Joseph Nalbone.
Gavin Michael Now.
Matthew Din Nguyen.
Jacob A. Niedzwicki.
Liam Jack Norton.
Joaquin Thomas O'Toole.
Rohan Kolyat Panoli.
Giuseppe Francis Panzita.
Sophia S. Park.
Yash Prit Patel.
Aryan Pathak.
Rashika Patnam.
Ethan Morgan Peck.
Oliver Giuseppe Pendenza.
Kevin James Petrillo.
Teen An Pham.
Mateo Clarence Picarillo.
Brisley Annalise Pineda Briones.
Nina Plazonik.
Ethan Michael Podrazik.
Caitlin Ray Potter.
Nicholas Chase Pizzoni.
Daniel R. Pizolkowski.
Elijah Alexander Perron.
Francesca Grace Radzicki.
Zidane Arzish Rahman.
Jacqueline Irene Ramos Rudder.
Matilda Rose Ramos Williams.
Zoe June Resnick.
Max F. Rice.
Brendan Michael Reevy.
Tai Hashikawa Rudian.
Zara Ali Rizvi.
Sophia Irene Rodefeld.
Carlos Joseph Rojas.
Francis Maximus Skyrota the 12th.
Darius Alexander Roman. Gabriel Reese Roscoe.
Jacob Joseph Ridzi.
Elliot Mark Sherbakow.
Leo Dylan Schmidt.
Bennett Alexander Schroeder.
Henry Ellsworth Sees.
Om Gurish Sharma.
Owen Jeffrey Shehab.
Sabrina Ann Simone.
Nicholas Christopher Skibick.
Grace Marie Sullivan.
Shane Francis Sullivan.
David Joseph Stewart.
Joshua Adam Stopper.
Elena Sverdlova.
Julia Sismanik.
Fareed Ahmed Tatanaki.
Francesca Rayner Stroop.
Robert Bradford Taylor.
Emmanuel James Charlin Thatcher.
Koga J. Tierney.
Jonathan Witt Trainer.
Colin James Turnbull.
Yalis Adriana Uchi.
Michael Vaggett.
John Joseph Valenza III.
Cole James Vaughn.
Ricardo Maximo Vega III.
Mahisvi Vemuapali.
Gloria Lucia Villadello.
Darius Evan von Stappenbeck.
James Albert Wagner.
Aiden S. Walsh.
Franklin Hao-Chen Wang.
Kayla Autumn Warren.
Tabitha Rose Webster.
Zachary Jordan Weisenfeld.
Owen Locke Nien Wemple.
Robert Jimmy White.
Cormac David Wellenius.
Marcus Alexander Willoughby.
Angelin C. Wilson.
Haley Corinne Wazinski.
Arian Wong.
Ben Antonio Yantes.
Zoe Ching Yu.
Zoe He Zhang.
Edward H. Zhang.
Sophia Zhang.
Anna Jayu Zhao.
Samira Suchdeva.
Ainsley Catherine Molden.
Well, that was fun. Seniors, please rise. Senior class president Ainsley Molden will now lead you in the turning of the tassels. Parents and guests, please meet your graduates in the cafeteria. They're going to recess back to the cafeteria to pick up their diplomas. Thank you so much for being here tonight.